Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Tonight, like 20.
There we go.
Hey, lift. Hey, tonight.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
There's Goff. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 25, check 25.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert 3, alert 3.
Topper.
From the 50, it's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Ready? 59, right. 59, mark. Check, 59. I'm here all day. I'm here.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Gall. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, it's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From from the red zone now. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
52's the mic.
Play fake, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
This one caught by Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Whirling.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, count.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, switch gears. Hold the look.
Here we go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double time, double time. 3 down. 52.
Now gone. And able to find Alan Lazard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 42. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Ric Flair.
Goff now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
50 seconds to Mike.
Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Here we go again.
Throwing again is Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Down. 70 ending. Check back 21. 3 buds.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Touchdown. Army.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're all mine, baby. Go. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Go. Hey, check Mike 21.
Murray with a 3rd and long. will wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is Johnson. He's got it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Murray now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray steps away to his left. Murray, strong running. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he just clocked it.
3 down.
But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. from the gun on third down. Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
Gone. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Dancing to his left. And incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike, check, 59.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Johnson's got it complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Now Goff on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw is Goff. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
Here we go. 20.
Let's go. Switch. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Right. 20.
Check 56. Time to go. Night. Mike 56.
From the gun, here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. But what a quick turnaround.
Situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike.
Orange, orange.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff, complete. It's Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He's going to field this at the 4. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Check. Deuce.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Fake Quick handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again they run with Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the toss, it's Gurley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You got that? Recon, 152 fighter. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 11.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up. The first.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The big fella. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll look good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, got four down.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Change the mic. Watch Mike.
Goff on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Los Angeles.
Like 20.
All day, every day.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
2nd down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Now it's gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones, and that will force a turnover on downs. To throw is Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action.